Shoutouts. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
What's up, y'all?
What up, what up?
Today is Sunday, so happy Sunday to everybody out there. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We just was out. We was trying to go grocery shopping, and we're trying to get a bite to eat. So we're doing that first, and then go grocery shopping. And yeah, so let's eat. You want to say grace?
I do. Heavenly Father, thank you for this food and drink we're about to receive. We ask you bless it in Jesus' name, amen.
So y'all, I got this salad, this tomato, cucumber, and onion salad.
Let's do it too, boy.
And then I got some lamb. Ooh, that
She
would have
almost
been
lost
good.
the lamb.
Lamb chops, y'all.
Your lamb was on the lamb.
And I would have been upset.
Some of y'all gonna get that joke. Some of y'all gonna be like, what?
That lamb was on the
Your
lamb.
lamb was on the lamb.
Anyways, y'all, so this is my lamb chop. These lamb chops are expensive. So for 2 of these lamb chops, y'all, these are glidey pops. It was $15.
Yeah, that's... Listen, that just brings up the topic of the day. The topic of the day
Expensive.
Is food really expensive where y'all is? I mean, because they keep telling us that the economy's great. but
Right.
Stuff just seems to be expensive when we go to the store.
When you go to the grocery
Still.
store, your little cart, what used to get you $200,
Yeah, that's...
it used to overflow with, your cart used to overflow with $200. I remember getting the cart and be like, man, putting everything up, I'd be like, wow.
It ain't the same no more.
It's not the same. Because right now, $200, I could have like 15, 20 items in my cart and it'd be like $200. And I'd be like, dang, how?
I just want to know if it's real because they keep saying that the economy is so good and everything, all these different indicators is good and all that stuff, but I'm just saying that I just want to know if y'all feel that, if that's the way if you feel it. I know they keep saying and putting it in our faces, but perception and reality sometimes ain't the same. And that goes both ways. I'm just looking at what I see in the stores and when I see around me, and I'm just like, it ain't lining up. It ain't lining up.
It's definitely not lining up. And my thing about it is that it affects everybody.
It does, but you know what?
Everybody.
It does, but some people are affected
Even more.
less than others.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
inflation is a regressive tax. What I mean by that, many of you probably already know, it disproportionately affects people who are poor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you got $20 to spend on gas or on food, you gonna feel that inflation a lot faster. Because that $20 that used to fill up your tank, or $30 that used to fill up your tank, now get you a quarter of a tank.
Yeah.
Right? So you're gonna feel it as you continue to go to the gas station. Whereas people that are, have a lot of money, they're probably like, okay, yeah, it's costing me a little bit more to put it in my gas tank, but they ain't thinking about it constantly. Like, it's not on their mind. You know what I'm saying? Like if you trying to make it, and you know that $100 is your cushion until your next paycheck. Yeah. And you got to cut into it again because you got to go to the gas station twice now. Yeah. Man, that makes a difference, man. It makes a difference, but
when I say it makes it affects everybody in ways because everybody's money is not the same. Like the $20 20 years ago can get you a long way. $20 now is like, what in the world?
Can't buy nothing.
You can't buy hardly nothing.
You get 2 items, maybe 3 at the store for $20.
Right. So yeah, it's crazy out here, and I'm like, I don't know.
So I want to know if has anybody changed their shopping habits? Like,
do you eat
maybe
out less?
you were like, yeah, that too. We get that, but like maybe you arrived. You at like this middle class level, like you're doing pretty good for yourself, and you found yourself elevating to certain stores because you had it. You know what I'm saying? Are you now looking at like Man, I wonder how much that would cost at Aldi's. Are you now like contemplating, because those are stores maybe you used to go to, and you used to buy your groceries from there. Are you thinking like, should I go back?
Right.
Should I go and look and see, you know, what's the difference, if there is any difference? You know, am I just bougie right now, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Are the prices really that high?
Yeah.
I just want to know from y'all, like, do y'all feel like the prices are high, or y'all think it's just normal? It's back to normal, or is you know, there's no other, like they keep telling us like it's good, everything's good.
Obviously,
I don't know.
Obviously, it's not good, y'all. And I'm like, can it get even any worse? Well, I'm sure that it can.
It was worse. Yeah.
But I don't know. I know one thing. If you really ask yourself, if you had a budget, like back in the day, when I was growing up, the main essentials that you need to have in your house was a bag of potatoes, some rice.
Definitely.
You gotta have the beans, and what else? I say milk, but you know we had that government milk,
that dry
that
milk,
powder milk, that lasts, and that's good when you ain't got nothing else to eat. That government cheese. Listen.
Yeah, so that's a good question. Like, that's what you had when y'all was growing up. What were like the staples, food-wise, in the home? Like things you always had to have. Like you took it way back with the man. You took me back to like my childhood. I remember like standing in the line for the government cheese and whatnot.
We ready to work.
Yeah.
With that juicy juice.
Yeah.
That canned juice.
That juicy juice was bomb.
It was. But yeah, could y'all do that?
What?
Use government cheese.
Oh no. I don't think so. They give you food stamps now. I mean, remember they don't. I don't know if they had a line still.
You still get food. You still have food stamps.
But do they have a place you can go and get like, I don't know.
Y'all ask in the comments. Do they got places you can go get the government cheese and the powdered milk and or have they upgraded? Because that was back in the day.
Yeah, I think they just give you the card now, the link or whatever situation you in, whatever state you in. I think they give you that, and then there's probably other places where you can get. I know there's food pantries around, but I don't know if that's government assisted though.
I don't know. You know they change things all the time. But I was watching this thing, y'all, and I asked my husband this morning. It was pillow talk. Anyways, we were talking about the things that you would need, the like 10 essentials what you would have if you didn't. The world was just shut down.
Right.
And you don't have nothing. I mean, you can't go to the grocery store. Nothing. What 10 things would you want in your pantry or in your bunker? So we started talking this morning. And I said, because I saw a video. That's why I didn't tell my husband. I saw a video, and it was saying the 15 things that you need when you're that won't spoil.
Oh, okay.
So it won't spoil. It has a lot of it preserves. Well, it has a lot of life shelf
life.
Yeah, shelf life. That's what I said, life shelf. But y'all know what I mean, shelf life. My husband always gotta correct me. But anyways, but yeah, that's what I meant. But so we were talking about. So it said you have to have salt, water, because salt you can use for a lot of things, to preserve meats, to preserve a lot of stuff.
Make your food taste better.
Make your food taste better. It's so many things you can use with salt that has more benefits to it than being a seasoning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't name them all right now, but it's a lot. I know it preserves a lot. So having salt is good. Having water, of course, you got to have that because you would die if you don't have water.
Right.
So having water is you have to have that. Then also they was like honey, because honey has a lot of antioxidants and different different things in it to help you in your body. So that was one. Also powdered milk. They also talk about oats lentils, beans, stuff like that is very, very good, and it preserves it lasts very, very long, many, many years. Also, what they say, but you have to keep this stuff in a dark place where it doesn't and it's not a cool, dark, cool place, because you don't want it to be able to clump up or mold or be wet or whatever, like the salt and the sugar.
Bunker, it's gonna be cold anyway, y'all. They're usually under the ground, and there's not a lot of environmental controls. You know, it's not meant for you to be like cozy and stuff. It's meant for you to be alive and safe. So, but you say the things about food and survival. When I think about it, I think about, okay, I'm gonna need a good high-powered bow and arrow. I'm gonna need me.
For what?
Because the world is ending.
To kill a deer?
Yeah, the world is ending, baby. There's no grocery stores. You're not going to the grocery store no more. So how you gonna feed yourself? Beans get old, man. How about some meat?
Boy.
So I think about like a high-powered bow and arrow. Gotta have some.
Where you gonna cook this stuff at?
Baby, campfire.
Whatever.
You gotta have. You gotta remember, we didn't always have houses and places of shelter like that. You know. You know, people were outside. They were they outside. They outside. And they kill their own animals, and you know, use the hides for clothing and you know, the meats and stuff like that. So yeah, so I think high power bow and arrow, plenty of bows, or plenty of arrows, and then I think I would definitely need me a high powered rifle. Listen, folks gonna get ignorant when it comes down to my family eating or your family eating. You know, people just trying to survive. You know what I mean? So I think like
definitely
folks gonna get ignorant out here, and you just got to make sure that you prepare for that. That's all I'm thinking is like you gotta have something out here. You know what I mean?
Definitely true.
You don't watch all these survivor movies, or you watch any of these like zombie apocalypse end of the world type of situations. It's always a band of thugs going around breaking into houses, getting food out of the pantries, and you know, because the homeowners is gone. You know what I'm saying?
They'll definitely come from your house.
And then when you do meet up with new people, like you meet up with new people. If y'all ever watched like the fear, it was called Walking Dead. Y'all remember Walking Dead?
Yeah.
If y'all ever watched that show, like you always see like these, here's a band over here and a band over here, like the main characters, and then a new group come in town, and you're like, we can't trust them.
Yeah.
Because you know what they own, and then you got the whole power struggle, who gonna be in charge and all that stuff. Yeah, you can't be caught slipping. That's all I'm saying.
You still hungry?
Yeah, I only had 2 little.
You wanted that?
I did want that.
I'm trying to. Okay, baby.
Trying to eat
you want another one?
No, I'm trying to eat I'm just gonna eat this little salad. I'm gonna eat this salad, and then I'm gonna eat my little whatever that thing is. What do they call that cake? That's bomb. That little cake thing bomb.
Bosh, something like that.
I don't know what it is, but it's dynamite.
It's dynamite, y'all. But anyways, y'all, we really didn't have a lot to talk about, but we want to talk about that. Your money ain't the same no more. That's all. And it's just that I think of ways to be able to survive out here. And to
y'all got any tips? What y'all doing to stretch y'all food right now? What y'all doing to, like, you know, when these big family gatherings come over and everything, because holiday seasons still come and go, and family come over and everything's more expensive.
Excuse me.
You know, Thanksgiving last year was expensive, boy.
Yes, y'all. Let me tell y'all, because that we have brought 2 turkeys. We brought 1 smoked turkey. Was it?
It was a smoke.
It was a smoked turkey. Y'all, we paid like $80 for that turkey. And then it used to be that expensive. And I'm just like, wait, what? I couldn't believe it. Now, right now, it's going to take anywhere between $600 to $800 to do a good Thanksgiving meal with everybody over.
That's crazy.
Out of your pocket. For real.
And I don't remember what exactly we spent on them turkeys, but you can go back because I think it's on the video. But anyway.
That's why I said. But listen. It was memes going all around everywhere about Thanksgiving. They was like, oh yeah, we finna have a taco bar. You bring the lettuce, you bring the tomatoes, I got the onions. It was crazy. So many memes going around about they gonna have a taco bar. Everybody bring one plate, one thing, a dish.
I'm telling you, man.
All of that. And I was like, dang.
You stuck out here.
And y'all don't think that we over here complaining or anything, because I know we make nice money or whatever, but I'm just saying it affects everybody.
It definitely
in a different way.
Hey, listen,
in a different way, y'all.
It doesn't matter how much you make, because you grew up in a way that you were taught to be frugal. And even if it wasn't by virtue of the fact that somebody sat you down and said, you know, this is how you spend your money or should spend your money. No, it wasn't about that. It was about, listen, you knew what it meant to not have anything. So growing up, you learned to use your money in a way that that ensured that you continue to have something. You know what I'm saying? So it's really not about having a lot or having a little. It's about a mindset. It's about, we always talk about, like, having that poverty mindset, you know what I'm saying? Where you just, I was made to be poor, and, some people say, this is always happened to me, this is how it is. And it is. It takes a lot to get up out of the mud, for sure.
For sure,
Don't discount that. It takes a lot to get up out of the mud, man. And it's and you know what? Black people, we start deeper in the mud than most. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's rough, man. It's hard. And then you get all this competition, coming and trying to, and then your jobs are, you only had so many jobs that you can get, you know what I'm saying? And so people come in and start taking those jobs, and you just like, the people wonder, like, oh, why is there so much crime and why is this all this stuff? Listen, because when you don't give people opportunity to better themselves, and you keep them in the same situation all the time, like, if this is my personal opinion, if you look across the cities in America, and you there's always a black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? The hood, we call it the hood. There's always a hood, and it's always us in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like, I don't know if just over time we decided to live together in each of these cities. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just, like for me personally, right? I don't know how I understand. I'm gonna get to that. But what I'm saying is, like, I love being around my people. You know what I'm saying? Of course. I love that. We
understand each other.
It's such a commonality. Like, I don't have to explain a lot. Yeah. It's certain things, man. Like, I could just, we could just nod our head and, we can have a whole conversation without talking. You know what I'm saying? That's just our people. So while I like living around my people, it's like, how do we get into these situations where, we all live together? And I'm going to tell you how it happens. What happens is, because we have less opportunity, because we have inadequate or inefficient education systems for our children, we end up in situations, because we lack opportunity to make ourselves better. We end up in situations where, okay, now we're looking for lower cost housing.
Yeah.
Right? And then that sort of drives where you can live. And that's how this whole gentrification stuff comes about, where they'll take a whole neighborhood that was maybe a low income neighborhood, and they'll come in and they'll start buying up properties and then raising the prices of those properties. And then all of a sudden the people who were living there can't live there no more because they can't afford it. And they end up moving to different spaces. And this is how, like, populations move. Like, when it comes to us, like, you live in the places that you can afford.
Right.
But who's dictating whether or not you can afford it? That's my point. Like, we didn't just come up with this idea, we're just gonna all stay together. You know what I'm saying? No, they made an area that was low enough in cost for people to be able to afford that. And because you don't have opportunity, go to school, get a higher education, or learn a trade and all these other stuff, because you lack opportunities, you end up in those same places. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that the opportunities aren't often out there, but many times, man, like we don't even know how to go get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when they say you have to like leave home, you literally got to leave home. Because if you don't like get out of your neighborhood, if you don't get out and like see something different, how can you yearn for something more when you haven't seen it?
And my thing is that it's a lot that I can say about that, because there's people in the neighborhood that cannot leave their neighborhood because they have a lot of family in that area that struggles. Right. And so they're busy. It's people out there that be like, okay, I gotta do this in order to survive. I have to go out and sell drugs, or I have to go out there and rob Peter to pay, you know what I'm saying, to be able to pay. I see what you mean, you know what I'm saying? And so in them circumstances, how can you say, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna pick up a trade, I'm gonna do this, because you still gotta feed your family. Yeah. So in them situations, your mind is not set on, I'm trying to survive out here every day. I'm trying to, first, number one, stay alive, because you're fighting for your life every day, especially as a man. Yeah, for sure. And from all fronts. Like all fronts. There's so many different ways you could die out here. Yeah. In the streets. But especially when I'm just saying in the hood, because a lot of black men lived in the hood or whatever. Yeah. And we're just talking about this part. Yeah, I'm just trying to make the distinction that it's not just that you might die by the gunshot of another black man. Yeah. You might also die by the gunshot of a policeman. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real out here on all fronts is all I'm saying. Right. With respect to that. That's what I'm saying. And then your mindset is not about, oh, I'm finna go out here and get a degree and do this, because you so, I see, you know what I'm saying? You the man of the house, because first of all, to make ends meet for your family right now. You trying to get your ends meet to your family right now. Your mama looking at you. You got your father probably already been murdered or whatever. Or he in prison or something like that. Yeah, so I mean, you the man of the house, and it's like a whole nother level of a mindset over there. And that's why sometimes, I mean, you know, sometimes in the hood, because that's why they don't have any outreaches, people to help. Or I think the only people that are gonna help us is us. I mean, when I say help us, I mean genuinely help us. Like, not I don't think of handouts as help. I think of handouts as assistance, of course, in the way of you're trying to get over a situation in your life, but that's not like the goal is to like stay on assistance. Right. Assistance serves its purpose. It's a much needed safety net for people who find themselves in a bad situation. Yep. And it helps. But long term, the issue comes back to lack of opportunity. You know, the issue always comes back to lack of opportunities to advance. Like, for example, have you ever had it where you saw a kid, smart kid, maybe not, straight A's, but certainly a good kid in school, get decent grades and get accepted into a college, but they didn't get a full ride, so they can't even afford the tuition to go to that college. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did everything that you could do with the intelligence that God gave you, and you worked hard, and you got a scholarship, and now you still can't go because you ain't got the money to go. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that situation exists. You know what I'm saying? And I know there's, the next stage is fighting. You got to write this, you got to try to apply for this scholarship and that scholarship. I get all of that. I'm just saying that there's only so much of that to go around, and you still have kids who struggle just to get out. And I don't think that the school systems that's in the neighborhoods are doing it are beneficial for our children 100%. Because like I noticed that when we came out here to the Mason school district, there was, when I tell y'all, they had over 100 colleges come to Mason High School for the career day. And I'm talking about, colleges all over the world. Yeah. giving people scholarships. It was just there. Y'all go in the other, I grew up in the hood, y'all. Ain't no college come to, you had the community college. You had, I remember, because I was at Finger High School, you had the tech school. You had little Chicago State, it was Chicago State? I think it's Chicago State. What the other one? I don't want to get it mixed up, y'all. But it was just, I ain't gonna even mention no names, but it was some schools that's around the area to get you a 2-year degree.
Right.
Chicago State, I think, can give a 4-year degree. But it's like all the neighboring colleges came. But nobody out of state, or no, they weren't trying to put you on a scholarship program. It was none of that.
Kudos to those that did come to that community and show up and represent, for sure.
Yeah.
Not taking nothing away from them, but at the same time, it's just like you can see the disparity, right? Like we saw the difference coming and going to that school versus even the school in Greenfield in Wisconsin. It was not.
It was not like that. It wasn't like that.
You didn't get that like that.
Yeah,
no,
where we were living in, right?
So I think it's just, first off, like,
is it money?
I just think that our education system, when it comes to our schools, inner city schools, listen, I'm a big proponent of school choice, if it's run right. And the reason why I say that is because you live in an area, right? But just because you live in the area and that area, the school district the school system is terrible, you should be able, if you do have means to get your kid out and take them to some other school, you should be able to do that. And the dollars associated with that child that is given by the government should follow that child. Yeah. That's how it should work. That's what school choice is all about. I don't know all the ins and outs of the details of everything, but conceptually, that's how I would want it for my children. Mm-hmm. Like they have, what's it called? Like 201 or some program, open enrollment. Mm-hmm. They had it in Wisconsin. I think they got it in Illinois too, where it's like you can move your kid to another district it's a certain window in the year that you can move your kid to another district.
That's good.
You listen, if you school choice, let me tell you what school choice looked like when I was a kid. Y'all tell me if y'all know anything about this. When I was a kid, school choice looked like this. You didn't want your kid to go to the school in your neighborhood because the school in your neighborhood wasn't that good, right? But you lived in that neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And by law, you were supposed to go to the school in that neighborhood. But,
you use the aunties,
folks be using aunties
address,
and grandmother's addresses and all that stuff. And you over here, you going to this school. Well, I stay at my grandmother's house. Mm-hmm. You ain't staying at your grandmother's house ever. Mm-hmm. You go over there during the week so you can go to school and then you come back home. Listen, I'm just telling you, that's what it was like. Mm-hmm. If you had means or some sort of opportunity, or if the circumstances at your school were just so bad that you had to get your kid out, like you was going to do that.
And sometimes it's like that.
And it was hard too. Like you had to take your kid to the other. I mean, that's a lot of logistics you got to move around every single week just because you don't want your kid to go to that school. So as a parent, like it was a real thing to you. Like this was really not working for your kid. Mm-hmm. For you to be wanting to do all of that to get your kid in a different school. Mm-hmm.
Well, not only that, they didn't cut out a lot of arts.
Stuff programs. That's the first thing to get cut. It's the programs in our community.
And that's the main thing the kids like.
Yeah. Yep.
The music and the arts.
The music and the sports, the arts. They cut a lot of that stuff first too, but I think they cut it on the community level too. A lot of those things, those programs get cut as community budgets get cut too. Mm-hmm. Like you start talking about, it's costing us more because we have to do all these different things, and they didn't already raise your taxes to sky high. Mm-hmm. So they're like, okay, well, we have to cut a budget now. And they cut budgets where it's like, you think that don't make a difference. like having an after school program and not having that. Listen, that's a huge difference.
Yeah, it is.
Keeps kids off the street. It keeps a lot of situations, keeps them, gets them an extra meal maybe,
yeah.
you know, during the day.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that stuff's important when it comes to our communities.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got on all of this, you know, but I don't know. I think about our community and the opportunities that I feel like we should get. And I just feel like we get ignored. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear all this buzz about, you know, the political stuff and people, you know, parties ignoring, you know, black folks and our vote. Some don't even come to our communities, and some come, you know, one side don't come to our communities and talk to us at all, and the other side come to our communities and placate us and talk to us and say all this stuff and never do anything. So it's just like, what you gonna do out here?
And people like that try to give, it's like never enough.
Nah, it's like a drop in a bucket.
Yeah, it's a drop in a bucket. I don't care how much money you try to give. You got this person giving to this or charity or giving to that neighborhood. It's never enough.
Yeah.
Because you don't have enough to feed everybody, or it's just that you run out of resources.
Yeah, for sure. And the thing is like programs. A lot of these programs, especially the programs that are not state run. They need donations. They need people to donate. And then when times get hard, guess what happens? The first thing that gets cut off is those donations, you know, because everybody now that had that discretionary income where they could give, now are looking at that pot of discretionary income like, yeah, the inflation that basically ate that up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And everything's so much higher. Like, you literally are starting to evaluate your charitable giving and saying, okay, well, how can we maybe minimize the giving over here, or maybe shift some of the giving, or
to give this,
maybe pause this giving and keep this one going. And you're literally deciding, people who have discretionary income, but it has seen it diminish. You're literally deciding, okay, which charity is worth it more. And that's crazy. Like, because obviously you're giving to these people because you feel like both of them or multiples of them are worthy causes for you to be given to. So for you to have to choose it's like painful.
Hit this one up next year month, hit that one up
right,
next month.
Right.
It's like you gotta rotate
now. You hot potato with your money just to kind of.
That's why I said everybody's money is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It affects everybody in some type of way.
Yeah, it's definitely affecting everybody because, I mean, you see, like, you can see giving levels going down. You can see, people, you can see now they're talking about, like, your credit card, the credit cards, the amount of money people have on credit cards right now is insane. Because people living off them bad boys, getting cushions and stuff like that, trying to manipulate, maneuver, and literally going out and reevaluating like, okay, well, what cards do I hold and what benefits does those cards give us? Okay, well, this card, you got the Amex. Okay, well, you can get all these different benefits from that. And then you got this card over here. And he's like, okay, you get all these benefits. Okay, I'm going to start putting stuff on these cards so I can get the benefits of those cards. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's cashback rewards or whatever the case may be, you got to like start thinking strategically about how you use the financial instruments that are at your disposal and start using them more wisely. Obviously, you don't go buy your groceries on the credit card unless you have to. People do that, but I wouldn't recommend doing that.
Right.
I
recommend if you do use your card, pay the card off in that same month.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying?
30 days.
30 days. But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's ways to use things in a good manner, but it's just so easy to get caught up. If you ever live in a place where you don't have a lot, everybody that has been, I won't say poor, but you just living check to check. Everybody living check to check. Let me tell you something. We all know all it takes is dang near a flat tire to blow your whole budget.
For real. Dang.
I'm serious. Like, man, it don't take much at all. Like, and then when you get to that situation, it's always some, man, my alternator went out, oh, my belt broke, oh, my, you know what I'm saying? It's always some because you so tight. Like, you living in a place where you ain't got $200 to rescue yourself out of a situation.
Because you literally living paycheck to paycheck.
Literally living check to check.
And not only that, just think about it. When the light bill come, not like gas bill, you know that heating bill.
Oh my God.
That stuff is totally different. When you get that bill, you be like, dang, it's that much?
Them bills.
Oh, y'all turn the heat down in here. Y'all better put on a...
Y'all better put some clothes on over this bad boy. Shoot it cold. And this bill is this bill is crazy.
For real. And then you like, you gotta pay that bill.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It's
but
crazy.
Listen, this is stuff. This is why, like, I like to have these discussions because anybody that is on the other end listening to us obviously know that we've lived through a lot of things in our lives. You know what I'm saying? It's not like just because you see where we are now doesn't mean that we didn't live through a whole bunch of stuff.
We did a whole
coming up, like individually in our own
and
families together. Like we lived through a lot of stuff. So, you know, we talking about it because
we done lived it.
We done lived it. Yeah, this stuff ain't just, I didn't research this. I didn't research nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't out here Googling, you know, what it's like to live in the hood. Like, this is...
Yeah, and there's a lot more stuff. A lot more stuff that we can say, but we can't say it all. And I don't want y'all to be reading into this like, oh, this is... No, it's just, this is just what we're talking about now in the situation. But y'all, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't even know how we got on. Oh, you talking about the survival stuff.
Yeah, hopefully things get better.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, the way it's looking. I don't know.
I just would be happy if, you know, at least what they keep telling us actually starts to materialize, because it's not real. It's totally not real right now.
It never.
It's not real. I think. Listen, this is an election year.
Yeah.
Enough said. That's it, man. That's it.
Yeah. But anyways, we thought we'd say that. We're finna let y'all go. We had a little lamb chops. Them lamb chops was good, but they only had two. 2 lamb chops was $15.
I feel pretty good too, you know. I had the 2 lamb chops. I'm about to eat this little... Listen, y'all sleep on this. I don't know what this is. We got it from this place.
That caboose.
I don't know what it is, y'all. Y'all can see that right there. It's like layers of something. It's not baklava, but
that's not what I thought it was.
This stuff is...
It's very
good. It's not like a cake though.
It's creamy though. In the middle,
like cream.
In the middle layer, it's like very thin, like cracker. I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't even explain.
And it's got like flakes. It's like, I don't know what it is. I can't explain it, but I can eat it, y'all, and it is bomb. Yeah, see, like, y'all can't see this, but you can see how the layers are kind of coming up. The layers are kind of coming up.
Yeah.
It's not like cake like that.
Put it up there. To that.
Look, I see the layers.
Yeah, and so in between the layers is some cream sauce.
Yeah, that's really good. And it's not really sweet.
No, it's not sweet. But when we first tasted, remember what happened? It took us a while to chew on it. We were like,
"What is this?
What is it?" And then it was like, "Oh, this is good." It takes a while for it to click.
Honestly,
on your taste bud.
It tastes like cereal.
Cereal.
It tastes like cereal and milk.
Really?
Yeah, like the flavor is like a cereal and milk, the texture is not, but the flavor is. It's like a cheesy, but it's not real. Like, it's not cheesy. It's like a creamy, like milk taste. Mm-hmm. It's good though, y'all. Slamming.
Anyways, y'all, on that note, I'm going to go in there and wash my hands. And we're going to get ready to go to the store. We're going to Sam's Club, y'all, to go get some groceries. Mm-hmm. Because I need to, because my thing is we don't have a lot of meats, do we?
No, but you got to be careful going to Sam's Club, y'all.
Because you could buy a whole bunch of...
You buy too much. It's only 2 of us now, so...
Yeah.
You can't buy, like, normal stuff there. You got to go to 2 stores when you go to Sam's Club because...
Yeah.
Otherwise... You know, you're going to have stuff for years.
I remember, listen, It not so much, but because my mom, let me tell y'all, we used to go grocery shopping, and we used to grocery shop for the whole month when we were younger, because my mom had food stamps. Remember the book of food stamps, y'all? They had the little dollar that you had to tear out the book. You wasn't on that, was you?
Girl, I remember food stamps and used them. Yes, I did.
I didn't know, because you was in a different. You grew up differently than me. No. I'm saying when you were younger, y'all had money, but when you got older, y'all had less money. I was younger, we didn't have money, and then when we got older, my mom had a job, and we had money. So we was opposite. So back then they had the books, but then when that went a little bit later, they got a card.
I'm from the book era.
Okay, I'm from the book era too.
Let me tell you, I used to go to the corner store. Mama would tell me, go to the corner store. You know I didn't want to go to the corner store with them food stamps. You know I didn't want to go in the store with them food stamps.
And your friends looking at you?
Listen, it was food stamps or a bag of pennies. I'm not joking.
A bag of pennies?
Pennies! You would never count out $2 worth of pennies on the counter to pay for something? Yes, it was food stamps or pennies. What? And mama would go in there and just, okay, I had the food stamps, but then I had some cash because I had to get her cigarettes.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they could sell it to me back then. I think I had a note.
They did used to add out a note.
I had a note.
And they said, please give him 2 packs of this and that.
I think I had a note.
Yeah.
Yep, that's how it was back then. Yeah, so, but yeah, I did do the book of food stamps, the little dollars in them, the tear out the dollars.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
I forget what I was going to say.
You was talking about, you said, remember when we had the food stamps and you said your mama y'all went to the sale. Y'all went to food.
So yeah, we had the food stamp, but let me tell you something. We should shop for the whole month. So my mama buy a lot of meats, right? And she'll take Ziploc bags and she'll portion the meats out. Okay. Like she know that we gonna have burgers. She'll do a little square of a burger and put it in a Ziploc bag and freeze it, and split all the chicken wings up, split all the everything up, and so we'll have sections of bags of fish, chicken, hamburger meal, whatever the case may be, until you run out.
That's what you're trying to do?
That's what we trying to do.
That's what
we trying to do. Yeah, we got bags.
That's what you're trying to do, huh? Okay. I don't care.
Yeah, he gonna be in there with me. Section that meat out. Anyways, but yeah, they used to do that, but you can take a section of meat out and put it in a 2 different, because we ain't gonna eat all that in this stuff. Yeah, it is only me and him too. So I might just, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just buy meats there and then go somewhere else to buy sidings, because the sidings way be too much. Was that good?
It was. Oh, I didn't offer you none.
Didn't offer me a thing, y'all. What y'all gonna do about what should I say about that?
Nothing.
I can't say nothing. It's gone now. But anyways, y'all, we finna throw this away, and we're gonna see y'all in the next video. I just thought we'd talk to you. Oh, we only have 42 minutes. We'll see y'all later. Always remember to keep God first and everything to do. Bye bye.
Thumbnail.
Oh, thumbnail. Like that?
No. Put your hand up.
What?
I don't know. Just look at the thing.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means
at all.
Okay, y'all. We see y'all later.
For some crab legs, I want boiled eggs, I want shrimp. I'm a bougie chick, a whole mukbang. Gotta have that lemon rain, and I dip everything. It's smackalicious.